and there's a mirror that looks onto that hallway. And his partner had said previously that he'd seen someone walk through there. So again, that was a good validation for me that I'd seen that. And at a similar time in Steve's flat, maybe a couple of weeks afterwards, I was walking from his kitchen into his front room just with a cup of tea, and I was transported out of that time to another period of time. Now, in London, they make your flats much smaller than they used to be. So he lives in a Victorian apartment, but I saw that all the flats as it previously used to be. So all his walls were gone. And he only just has 2 sash windows, but I could see 4 sash windows. They were all smashed in, and there were old leaves just blown around this room. And then I was literally back into his flat again, and I just couldn't explain how I transported back in time. I can only assume that the man that I'd seen that was dead, it must relate to something to do with that time period. But what it was, I don't know. And the overarching side effect that I've had is the compassion and connectedness that I have now, which I never really had, even with the job that I did. And to the point that
I'm having a Raynauds attack, so I'm showing it in real time. The colors, the blood that's left my fingers, it hurts.
I can often see the empathy and compassion within situations or within people. And it helped with my career, because at a large children's hospital, we see death literally every day. And you don't always build up connection with these families, because they will just come in for support and then they will die, sadly. But I 100% know where their energies are going to, but I can never say to the parents, it doesn't matter if they're religious or not. Religion really helps families. Having that belief does help them with the passing, compared to those families that are atheists, when they struggle a lot more. So I think religion definitely has a role here. And I was saying before, I was born and bred an atheist, 100%. And then since this experience, there's no way that I can't be spiritual. And death does not bother me at all. I think we all worry about how we might die. But if we all knew that we were the sun, which was the source of energy, why would we get up to go to work every day? Why would we have that breakfast every day? It'd be so difficult to stay in. So
my fingernails are dirty from working in the garden.
Before I was dead, didn't care at all. I was in the most wonderful place, happy to stay, didn't think about anything from my earthly life. Then the second you come through that veil, you have all your human emotions that keep you here. And you have to stay on this earthly plane to live out whatever your life pre-journey was, or your soul journey. It's a very controversial area, but it makes sense that you have that distinction between the two realms. So I've spoken to my friends about this, because especially after it happened, and I'm still friends with many people that knew that I went through that experience. Talking to colleagues is very difficult. I've worked in a hospital setting for 20 years now, but no, it's a very difficult topic to talk to, because people just shut you down. It's like, they don't believe in it, which is fine. I'm not here to prove to anyone. I've had the most wonderful experience.
You act just like his colleague.
Which is so profound. It's changed every aspect of my life since then.
Aware of that.
I'm filming.
So 2 unexpected outcomes that have come from me going public with my NDE, which was a year ago. One was parents that contacted me saying thank you for giving them some comfort. These parents who have lost children. And this is something that I had never thought to do, because even just going public with this, with my professional background, it's a big risk. And just to have these, a number of families contact me to say thank you that I've given them comfort, which was wonderful. The loss of a child is the absolute worst, and just to have some comfort from my story, just never expected it. The second outcome from going public was I was contacted by researchers from North of England University who wanted to do research in NDEs in children. So children that have a very traumatic experience, cardiac arrest, suicide attempts, and I'm always keen to try to find out what the experience they've had. But it's very difficult to have that conversation when the family, the parents.
So this shows the different colors of the skin. This one is purple or blue. People call it blue. I see it as purple. And this one is mannequin white. And that color there, my whole entire hand will turn that color sometimes. That's the most painful. And when the blood starts flowing back in, as you can see down here, start to turn rosy pink, and they will sting and burn during that phase when the blood vessels they're opening up, the blood's starting to flow back into them. It's actually very painful. It's painful when the blood leaves. It's more painful when the blood comes back. Raynauds Phenomenon, it's called, is actually stands alone. Some people just have it. Others will have it in conjunction with scleroderma. And of course I have scleroderma and many other autoimmune diseases that are very painful. My first awareness of scleroderma was having this Raynauds. The bottom of my hand is white. These are rosy pink, except for this one finger that's slow to get the color back to normal. So this is tingling like crazy right now. Nothing you can do but wait. They say you can put your hands in warm water, run them under warm water, but it uses up way too much water. This can go on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, the color is almost normal. I can really feel the tingle in these two right now. This one feels like someone's sticking pins in me. There we go. This one looks dead, black, dead. Again, you can see the dirt under my fingernails from pulling weeds in the garden. Oh, I'm going to show you my thumb. Okay, this is another Raynauds, this is another scleroderma issue. This is calcinosis. So, trying to show it clearly, it's hard to do. That is liquid calcium under my finger, under my thumb, I mean. Had this one for years, drained it once. I'm going to drain it again, but the pain has subsided recently since I went on orthomolecular formulas. Seems to have taken some of the pressure off, taken away a lot of my inflammation. I wish it would show without being so blurred. Not operate my phone. So, if I could get close enough, I could show you the scar of where I punctured it earlier. Anyways, I'll do. If I can figure out how to make it focus up close with setting my phone up so I can zoom in. I'll show you. Try this for a second. Let's see. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so that is, if I poke that right now, I could squeeze liquid. Looks like milk comes out of it. And I've had this for 10 years. So, and there is the scar. So just to the underside left of that is the scar. Oh, actually permanently has changed my fingerprint. See how dirty my fingernails are. Didn't want to show my fingernails. People always complain if people have dirty fingernails. But if you're doing gardening, there's no way around it. And I don't like wearing gloves. When I'm out there, it feels so good to touch the soil. Oh, let's see now. We still have it. See? This has been going on for over 10 minutes. color's getting better though. I'll bring it back. There. Again, yeah, it's getting close to normal. It'll be rosy pink, rosy red, rosy pink for several minutes until they just turn to regular skin color again. And then you can see my joints are enlarged, and they're not nearly as swollen as they used to be since I started the orthomolecular formulas. It's taken just about 10 pounds off me in fluid, so my fingers aren't nearly as bad, but you can still see the skin is very tight. See that? Very tight. There's no lines across it. That's the stretching, tightening, stretching. My hands look just like my mom's. Identical. Absolutely identical. And that's as far as I can bend my hand. I cannot bend my fingers, my joints. I can't bend them any closer. So like if I tried to catch a fly, that fly can escape because I can't go any tighter than that. And I'm pushing really hard. So the sclerodactyly, I'm not nearly as bad as many of the ladies with scleroderma. And that tightening of the joints, seizing. This one feels a little looser, a little better. This one. Anyways, a little bit of Raynauds for you. 12 minutes of agony.